Good morning, White Picket Realty. It's another great Friday. It is May the 15th, and I'm here for your Friday regional training. Now, last week we had a third-party video, and I like to throw those in there. Oh, hold on real quick. I'm getting an email. Let me answer that. Okay, all right, let's do this again. Good morning, White Picket Realty. It's Friday, May the 15th, another happy Friday region. Oh, hold on real quick. I'm getting another email. Let me answer that real quick. All right, let's try this again. Take three. Good morning, White Picket Realty. Welcome to your Friday regional. Oh, geez, I'm getting another email here. Let me answer that really quickly. All right, take four. Good morning, White Picket Realty. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm not really getting an email. I'm making a point about emails and how email organization isn't always about what your email inbox looks like, but instead it's about how you spend your time focusing on those emails. And you see, emails are one of those things that have just they take up a lot of time, and today that's what we're going to be looking at. How can you be more effective and not let your emails keep interfering with what it is that you're doing? Just like right now, if I was trying to record that video but I kept getting emails, and I make emails the number one priority, then I'm never going to get this video recorded. So before we get started, it is Friday, May the 15th, another Friday regional training. Here we go. So I want to remind everybody that today is the last day to order your White Picket Realty special edition WPR summer shirts. If you don't get them now, this is the last chance that you have to get them. These are awesome shirts. They've been specially designed just for the summertime. The order goes in today, and we'll be getting them in about a week. So if you want one, now is your last chance to get one. Get on the marketplace, get it ordered. Trust me, you won't regret it. Number two, we have a Legal One class next week. Caesar shared the link for that in the social chat group, and we'll be sharing that on the Team WPR private Facebook group. Now, what you want to do is you want to scroll down and you want to find this one here that says Private Zoom Legal One for White Picket Realty. See, it says 9:30. It's a 4-hour class, and it goes from 9:30 to 1. You want to get registered. We only have 15 sponsored seats for this. So if you need your Legal One, get on that ASAP. Get on it now. That is super important. Now, let's talk about what we're getting into. You see, this whole month, we've been focusing on email management. We've been focusing on how do we clean up our email? How do we stay more organized in our email? And one of the things that we haven't talked about is how do you stay organized? How do you make sure that you're using the best use of your time? And the reality is, email is not meant to be an instant thing that you answer. You see, email comes from mail. And for those of you who are too young to remember, there was a time when if you ordered something online or ordered something through a catalog, it took 6 to 8 weeks to actually get here. Now we've gotten spoiled with Amazon Prime and we expect everything next day or second day. But the reality is that email is a lot different. Email was supposed to replace mail with a 1 to 2 day turnaround. And now people have turned it into something that they expect an instant notification on. The moment it happens, I want to know about it. And that just doesn't work for those of us that are busy professionals. We have other things to do other than be answering emails. We may be in appointments. We may be recording a training video. We may be recording a CMA video. We may be doing a digital appointment, and responding to an email right away in that moment is not the most important thing that we can do. So today we're going to talk about something called the Pomodoro technique, how you can utilize it to better knock out the tasks that you have, how to use it, especially for email. And we're going to talk about how you should be in control of the expectation of communication from your clients so that they don't ever feel like email is the number one way to get in contact with you. If they have something instant they want, they need to text message you or they need to call. They need to go to a more instant form of communication. And that's the first thing that I think it needs to be mentioned. You have to set this expectation with your clients and with anybody else you're communicating with. If you lead them to believe that you answer emails immediately, then they're going to expect you to answer emails immediately. And if you don't want that expectation, if you don't want that weight on your shoulder, then you need to let them know, hey, emails I answer within 12 hours, 24 hours, whatever the time frame may be for you, realistic time frame. Tell them that. If you answer text messages and phone calls instantly, then let them know that. If you have an emergency and you need to get in touch with me instantly, reach out to me via text message, reach out to me via phone call, but don't email me. Now, what is a Pomodoro? See, a Pomodoro is a technique that helps you get more done because it cuts out all of the distraction. And for emails, I like to do 2 to 3 Pomodoros a day to knock out all of my emails. I like to do one in the morning, I like to do one in the afternoon. So, what is a Pomodoro? Well, a Pomodoro is number one, you choose a task list. You choose things that you want to get done. In this case, it's emails, right? Number two, you set a timer for 25 minutes. You're going to work on this with zero interruptions. You're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to answer emails. You're not going to answer phone calls, no text messages, nothing going on during this 25 minutes other than the tasks that you said you're going to work on. How do you make this happen? You have to put these in your calendar. You see here, I created a new calendar called Pomodoro Schedule. So let's say that today I wanted to knock out my emails. Well, I'd go on here and I'd say, let me do my morning one. 8 to 8:25 is my morning email Pomodoro. And guys, this doesn't work if you don't respect it. So now I've got my emails in the morning. What about in the afternoon? Well, let's set one for 3 o'clock. And from 3 to 3:25, I'm going to do an afternoon Pomodoro email, email Pomodoro. And as I start to put these in my calendar, I actually make sure that they happen. Now you see I've got 2 Pomodoros today. One already passed. I did my emails in the morning, and I've got one coming up in the afternoon. Now, you're going to do that for the full 25 minutes, no distractions. That's the hardest part about this. What I recommend, turn your phone off, put it in a different room, lock yourself in. Don't let anyone distract you. The whole point of a Pomodoro is that you work until that thing gets done and your 25 minutes are up. Now, you may not finish, but I can tell you one thing. When you have zero distractions, like earlier when I was like, oh, let me answer that email. Oh, let me answer that email. Oh, let me answer that email. Those distractions keep you from finishing things that are important for you. So work on it for the full 25 minutes. Now, when you're done with that, you've done one Pomodoro. You check that off and you say, great, that's fantastic. Now, the next thing that you can do is you can take a short break. And now you can do a different Pomodoro. So let's say that I wanted to do some prospecting. Well, I'd come in here, I'd take a short break. Let's see, 8:25 is the end of the last one. I take a little 20-minute break, 8:45. And now I'm going to do a prospecting Pomodoro. And I'm going to prospect interruption free for 25 minutes. Put 30 on here just in case. And now my schedule starts to get built out with tasks that I can actually achieve and complete. Now, if you live off of Pomodoros, there's some people who they fully respect Pomodoros. That's all they do. They live their life off of it. You want to know that you don't ever want to do more than about 4 Pomodoros in a row. This is such an intense activity that it drains you mentally. So you don't ever want more than 4 of them. But for now, all I'm recommending is that you add at least 1 or 2 Pomodoro slots per day to your time frame, 25-minute times that all you do is work on email, so that when you get those emails, you don't have to immediately look at them. You don't have to immediately think about, oh, let me answer it right now. It's the most important thing in the world, because those distractions will keep you from achieving the things that you really need to and want to achieve. These Pomodoros are one of the greatest things that I ever started doing. It made me a heck of a lot more effective, and it helped me to realize and focus that my time was better spent really truly sitting down and working on something than constantly being hooked onto the notification on my phone that I have to answer it immediately. If it's not a text message or a phone call, then it doesn't get an immediate response. It can wait. And for me, it can wait somewhere between 8 to 12 hours. That's just a reality. And you may want to add that to your email signature. If you need an immediate response, please text me or call me. I respond to email within 8 to 12 hours. There's nothing wrong with that. All you're saying is, I respect my time, I respect my schedules, I respect my clients' time, and I respect the fact that we're all busy professionals and have things to do. All right, guys, go out there, set some Pomodoros for yourself, start respecting your time, and trust me, your email is going to get a lot better simply by the fact that you're going to take an uninterrupted block of time to only focus on emails. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you next time.